sense. Garsa's
Am I still
whip.
contractually obligated to tweet about this show? Because I haven't been on Twitter in a long time.
Are you on anything?
Yeah.
I haven't been
I'm
on the
doing
internet
posts.
in a long time. This is true.
All right, then you have to make TikToks about it.
I just logged into Twitter and it's asking me to review my phone number. That's how long it's been.
Open the window and do a
I
quick
should
shout.
do more TikToks.
Yeah, then you should have to be on
Only
TikTok.
made some. It's funny the stuff that like blows up.
Yes. It is funny, but it's also predictable.
My most watched TikTok ever is me going through all of the red trucks hauling Christmas trees that inadvertently have made their way into our house on decorations. It's like 320,000 views.
He's wearing a
Tim,
Kotsky
you're watching
shirt.
it live on the. Don't watch it later.
What? I thought you wanted me to watch it.
No, he said watch it right now.
Yeah. I mean, it goes on like that, I assume.
Yes, it's just him yelling about it for a while.
What if we just spent this whole stream watching the DMs that we send each other on TikTok?
All at once? Yeah. I would like that.
As loud as possible.
That'd be good.
Famously answer my phone when like the doctor calls and people hear my address if they listen too closely. Oops.
Should I post on Hive? Are we still doing that?
Is Hive a thing? What is that? Is that for bees?
It was one of the early like Twitter alternatives that was like
Hive
it was
had
the one
day
for like
of
2 weeks.
popularity.
It was like 2 weeks. It had 2 weeks. It had like 2 weeks.
Go to your
I have-
Mastodon Substack or whatever the fuck it is.
I just did.
I have so many Blue Sky invites and I don't know what to do with them.
Yeah, same.
I have so many too. Yeah, at this point, they need to just crack that pussy open because it is one, too suburban. Two, they don't have gifts. There's no baloney pussy antics on Blue Sky, and that drives me insane. Like it's all just people being like, "I put sugar on my
Wait.
pancakes today."
Hold on. Wait, you're not on the porn Blue Sky?
I'm
feel like I
absolutely
saw
on
a
the porn Blue
lot
Sky.
of-
I see so yeah. The porn isn't the issue. I'm talking about baloney pussy antics. I want people to be
Let's
tweeting.
hear it.
Okay, the story from baloney pussy came up when there was a
I
person on
hate
Twitter.
this.
It has nothing to do with
I
actual
hate it.
It's
genitalia.
like, please stop saying that.
No, it has nothing to do with
My
actual
baloney
genitalia.
has
But
a
what happened?
first name.
Oh
Okay,
no.
Mm-mm.
But they. So what happened was there was a
No
woman
mas.
on Twitter who was talking about how she put up with so much nonsense from this man, this heterosexual cisgender man, and
Sounds like Pat.
like gave him sex. It was horrific, awful, not just boring. Like she would have had a better time riding a bike for a sexual encounter, to be honest. And then when she woke up, he offered her a fried bologna sandwich and then said she had to leave.
Excellent.
And so from then on, we call baloney pussy antics like that type of stuff. Like where are the people on Blue Sky talking about like how their baby mama came into the house, set it on fire? Where are all of like, where's the drama? Where's the energy? Tim and mine's DMs are incredibly incriminating, but full of these various tweets, which is why they're incriminating, of these types of antics. And there's none on Blue Sky. None. Everybody's just like, I had milk in my cereal today.
I'm
Happy
on
face.
Art Blue Sky, so it's great. It's fine on my end.
Art Blue Sky is good because like it's good art and it's not like perpetually covered in bots. They're
And we're
trying to
not,
steal the
like,
art.
I missed the ball.
Can I
Drowning
say,
in
though-
algorithm.
Right.
Josh, I really like though when you said cisgender, you add a Z to it, and that's like my new favorite way to say it. Cisgender.
Cisgendered baby. It's because there's a Pokemon called Scizor, and I changed it to Scizor.
Great.
So it's
Yep.
CISZOR. And some stuck.
Hey Twix,
I'm really
if you
glad
can
that you
tell,
explained
we're a
that.
pirate themed D&D show.
We're a pirate themed D&D show. We have baloney pussy
Because
antics
we're
in this
all
party.
about
We
the
do.
booty. Sorry, Josh.
That
Go
pussy.
do.
Well done.
I'm awake.
Me too.
I'm drinking Topo Chico.
Are you?
Yeah, yeah.
That's a. Are you coming? Little hair of the dog, Brett, from your trip. Holy.
It's Topo Chico. Margarita.
The margarita. Holy shit! All right, let's start. We don't know how long we're gonna Brett for.
Do
Well,
Topo
he's
Chicos have
conscious.
alcohol in them? That's cool.
Now they
Yes,
do.
that one does.
Oh hell
That
yeah.
one that Brett is drinking does.
I
We'll
say,
have
go ahead.
No, it doesn't. We don't. We're not on stream
we'll
doing that.
have Brett for as long as he has that drink.
Yeah, until he gets another
Gotta
one.
go now.
I
Dude,
do like.
I got two. I got a backup.
Hell yeah, baby. Brett's like, I'm 4 hours behind all y'all. I didn't sleep. Let's fucking go.
No, for real. My flight didn't get in until we didn't get back to the house till 2 a.m. and then Ellis woke up at like 6. So
Yeah,
I'm
you need a
tired.
little help.
Mhm.
I'm drinking liquid IV.
Liquid
That
IV
helps.
fucking is great.
I've been putting liquid IV in my
Yes.
Coke Zero.
A little headache, little hangover-y. Yeah.
I
Get your
had one
hydration
beer
on.
yesterday,
Tim,
so
that's
I don't have a headache. But
okay. All right, I'm gonna start.
Do it.
Okay. Ahoy,
Start.
mateys! Welcome back to Wayward Shores. How is everyone? We know how Brett is. We're grateful to have you here today, Brett. I'm
did you hear my cat?
you're just gonna stare at me.
I did a wink.
You winked. They
That was a
can't
good
hear
one.
the wink, but he
That was
winked.
really nice. You gotta narrate your winks.
Yeah, I got to get closer and do the. I don't know if the noise thing took out the sucky lip sound that I did, but it was there.
Yeah. Sometimes
On
Zoom
our
does
last-
crimes and it denies us the wet smacking noises.
We love mouth
On our-
noises here.
As the person that is the podcast version, no, we don't. On the last episode of Wayward Shores, the crew of Boat 2 started to settle into their new life at Bridgesport. They woke up their first morning at the Emerald Estate, had to take care of some business. You employed sort of permanently or indefinitely Tiller, Tofa, and Doss as a crew, essentially, to help with your endeavors. You went and visited a blacksmith to get some gear. You went to a general store, and it was a shopping episode by and large. And then you went, you had a run-in with some local youths that Nimue almost did a crime on.
Mm.
She just put her hand on his face because he
Okay.
was being rude.
Pat, there's a lot of focus on Nimue's reaction and not the racist action of that child. So let's start there.
And I mean, it was just a small child who pointed out that Nimue was a
Racistly
frog
pointed
person.
out.
Nimue's not being like Minotaur.
Also, how do we know it's a child? Both Nimue and I are very tiny.
It's
So
true.
anybody
You know
who's
what,
2 foot
okay.
taller or taller is an adult.
Nimue, that's fair. Nimue, who doesn't remember pretty much anything before being on the ship that sunk, Ek very much knows what a child is. Okay, Ek knows better.
Well, Ek
Ek
didn't
had
do it.
Does
two.
it?
Listen,
Nimue
you
does
have
it.
you have firmly established Ek had two very capable, loving parents who raised him. Ek is well adjusted. I know you had traumatic childhood, but
Yes.
before
But
that,
Ek
but you had a
didn't, Ek didn't
period.
attack the child, so
That's true. Yes,
It still
So Ek
stands.
knows what a child is, though.
Nimue has a talking sword as a companion and a gopher. So like,
those are Nimue's
murderous
parents.
talking sword. Yes, and a gopher who has taken part in eating people. So yes,
hey, you don't know that about Gopher Grace.
Gopher Grace definitely partook in Fontini Appledown
Nimue doesn't know that.
and Kellic, the sellsword who betrayed you. He definitely got some bites in on them.
Well,
Oh,
that's
that's
okay.
fine. That's fine.
Okay.
No one's gonna
And
hold that
then-
against.
At one of the docks, there was this huge, massive catamaran that had like a floating carnival on it, a bunch of rows of tents. That was just these two giant pontoons planked across the middle and rows of tents. It was literally like a floating traveling carnival. You went there, you explored a little bit. You were submerged under the water in like a glass case and swallowed by Gulper, this whale-like creature whose digestive process creates this like fantastical light show that you got to watch. You played. There were a lot. We'll do a refresh right up top. You only had done one sort of game or attraction there. You did guess how many, where you were guessing how many shells were in a jar, fish in a tank, for feathers on a bird. Please, who guessed correctly? I completely forgot.
I think
it's
I
not
did.
written down on my notes. I
Yeah, I think it
Tempest.
was
Yes, Tempest has a
Tempest.
bird now. That was
A
the prize.
beautiful
Tempest
bird.
guessed. Yes.
And a jar of
beautiful
shells.
Sand parrot, this beautiful colored creature. But before you could maybe explore the carnival further, Eck decided to cast speak with animals, and the bird revealed that something, as far as the bird understands, there is a phenomenon happening where people are entering the carnival and not leaving. And you all immediately left just to see if you could leave, and you did. And you were on the dock right outside the carnival catamaran, and that's where we will drop back in.
Also, Gopher Grace is getting armor made for them.
That's true too. That is in process.
Yeah, we're on the dock right now with the bird that I can talk to.
Yeah, it's the afternoon. You have your bird.
I forgot what we named it.
Oh,
Seabass?
Yeah.
Was it Sebastian?
Oh yeah, I think it was Sebastian.
It was Sebastian.
Yeah, the bird.
The
named
bird
itself.
told you its name was Sebastian.
Okay.
You also forgot to mention that Steve permanently changed his wardrobe to all Gulper stuff.
You did change it to the gulp bear.
Yeah,
I got gulped.
All Gulper
Gulpy
merch.
baby.
Yeah. I gaslit myself into thinking you'd say it was Throater until just now.
I got the bumper sticker that says my other car gulped me.
Mm-hmm.
What's a car?
It's all. It's short for cart, you dumbass.
If we put it on boat too.
I'd rather be gulping.
I'd rather be gulping.
I'd rather be gulping.
be
Yeah.
gulping.
If you can read this, the bitch got gulped.
And then I'm the bitch that got gulped. Oh, he's not gonna make
It's a
it.
very specific reference, Tim.
It's my favorite one. Those are my favorite shirts. Honestly, those are my favorite.
Yeah.
My
underwear
You
says
don't like
that.
the weird passive aggressive couple shirts that like white suburbanites wear in their birth announcements or their
Gulper.
pregnancy announcements?
What is it? Oh, like I made the batter.
Yeah,
Fucking-
yeah.
Oh, those are weird.
I'm not gonna say what I
Yeah.
was gonna say, but Tim,
He
I've sent
came in
Tim a
my
tweet about this.
pussy, you know, things like that.
I mean, I
Okay,
always
we're on the
think about
dock.
that though. When people are, it's like openly say, like, yeah, we're trying, like for a kid. Yeah,
That means they're having sex. Gross.
That means they're having so much.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like that's
like
cool. Thanks.
whenever anyone's like, oh you have a kid, you're gonna try for a second one. It's just like you're just be like y'all fucking like don't
Bitch,
ask
I'm
me.
trying 24/7.
Bitch, I stay trying.
I
brother.
never stop trying. Any interaction I'm having, I'm trying to get some kids out of it. You know what I'm saying? What's up?
Know what I'm saying? Jesus. Anyway, so we're on
Hey,
the dock.
Speaking
right?
of, this is way too personal, but hey, Tim, I got a certain procedure scheduled for January 23rd.
What's up? No ball boys. Let's go.
I extremely thought that was going to go a completely different direction. I'm so glad it didn't.
Wait, you're
Oh,
doing that one
alright.
and not the new one? Sorry, no, we don't have. To
I don't
talk
know.
about
I'm
it.
doing whatever the one I don't know.
Invisalign is what we're talking about.
Yep.
What if our party name was just No Ball Boys?
Mm.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Ooh.
No ball boys.
No bald boys. Wait.
Does Tempest have balls?
Hey.
No, I'm a water genasi, so like I just kind of
Okay.
You
We're
just
silly
missed
today.
them.
yeah.
You are all
Okay.
standing on
On the dock with the
Tempest,
bird.
Eck, Steve, and Nimue, and the bird Sebastian and Go for Grace are standing on the dock outside.
Yes.
It's mid-afternoon. How long does the speak with animals last?
10 minutes.
Josh? 10 minutes. Okay.
Well, that's right. That's how
I'm
you
gonna
talk.
say
Right? The
you
parrot
have
doesn't
5
talk.
minutes left.
You talk to animals. That's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can talk to animals, so you guys can't talk.
You have
I
5. I'm
can.
gonna say you have 5 minutes left. I'm gonna say 5 minutes of real world time. So we're not. to
Oh,
talk
that's
a
fine.
minute,
And I
so-
mean, like you can RP however long you want it to be. I don't really have much else to give to this bird because we asked it a bunch of questions and you made sure this bird was as dumb as possible. So I have
it's a
nothing left.
bird. The spell doesn't say the animal's like intelligence is raised.
I know it
to that of
doesn't.
sentience.
I know it doesn't. However, I think your definition of sentience and the scientific definition for the intelligence of most animals is so different. I won't get into that. I think, as Ek, that we should go get our armor and then come back.
Josh and I argue about how smart animals are a lot.
Yeah, I study a lot of animal stuff, so I know that they're considerably smarter than most regular people give them credit for. Also, there's
They're
like
so
that whole
smart. Why don't they
thing-
build shit and talk?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because they don't need to.
Why don't
because
they use
only
fossil
humans
fuels?
are weak.
Yeah.
Because only humans are weak and we need the tools. They don't. Ask not the sparrow why the eagle soars, bitch.
I've never seen an animal get out of my barbecue, so whatever.
Those are already dead, baby.
I'll see when
yeah,
a bird invents an iPhone.
Yeah, why don't birds, if they're so smart, why don't they got no depression?
You know what? I bet
right?
a crow could assemble an iPhone.
yeah, ravens are
Probably,
also.
to be honest.
Yeah, ravens can learn how to talk. They can go like waka waka waka.
Yeah, ravens are the only bird I
That's
respect.
Fozzie. That's bears.
Yeah, but ravens can do that. They see that humans get obsessed with it and will give them shit. So they go, "Hey, Tim, waka waka waka," and Tim will be like, "Whoa."
Whoa. It doesn't know it's talking. That's why not important. We don't need to get into this.
Yes, but anyway, I think we should go get our armor back before we try to do any heroics. Because we don't have our armor right now.
You assume we're gonna do heroics. I like that. That's smart, actually. Good thinking. Good thinking.
Like the armor that we just ordered.
Did
We ordered it a
Yeah.
little bit ago. We spent a decent amount of time here, but I don't
I feel
think
like
we
it's been like 20 minutes.
Yeah, nothing's going to be ready right this moment. I mean,
No,
but
well-
at the end of the day, the people who are getting leather studded, that will be ready. The
Yes.
shield was like the next day. The gopher armor was
and we went
unspecified.
everywhere we wanted to go to, right?
Then we want to check out the bookshop.
Bookshop.
Okay.
Yes, we should do that. But yeah, if we're gonna do anything with this carnival, we should get our armor first. Is my suggestion.
I think we're done with it. Are we done with the carnival?
Yeah,
We were okay.
we're done with the carnival in that we know that they're stealing people away.
Pat's laughing because
That's right. Thank you. I forgot about that part.
Yeah. The carnival is actively stealing people and getting rid of them. If we want nothing to do with it, I'm also fine with that. I'm just saying
That's fine.
I'm not.
Yep.
I don't want to get up in there in them guts without armor because then my AC is like so low.
Yeah.
Get one of the mascot costumes that they've got in the back room, and they'll add a little.
Yeah. So
I'm
I mean,
so small.
Pat, can I walk up to a carny and be like, "How long is this carnival going to be here, friend?"
Yeah, absolutely. You can walk up.
I do that.
I mean, right out front is the sort of, I don't know what you'd call ringleader, Lucivia, Big Topolini, a moonborn woman wearing a
God, love it.
top
Big Topolini.
red tuxedo coat.
That's
Big
what you said.
Topolini, he says over here. You're a
That
genius.
might have been a placeholder name that I never changed.
Dude,
and
I'm
now
so
it's
excited.
canon.
How much longer do you
I-
think we're gonna find and have to deal with Pat on post-surgery drugs? Like, what is this?
I really hope that Big Topolini stays in the book.
Yes,
I've said it now.
you
It's-
have to.
it's-
I mean,
canon.
it's too
Lucivia,
good.
Big Topolini. Yeah, she says, "Oh well, we're in port for at least 3 days. Good friend."
Wonderful. Well, keep restocking on those prizes because this bitch is gonna win them all.
You got it, bitch.
Wow.
Hell yeah!
Someone knows you.
Wow. They knew me. They could tell.
She
All right.
immediately like turns to try to rope more people in to come in because it's the hustle.
All right, we're done with this.
Come in, the catamaran of curiosity, the greatest floating show of wonders, and all the shores. Spinning the
Really?
cane.
I feel like if I sleep, I could talk to the gulper.
Oh yeah.
That should have been the first thing you did to talk to the gulper from inside its belly.
Hey, I'm in you.
Yeah. Hey, I'm in here. What are you doing?
You know what your guts look like, bro?
I can show you. Uh, so we want to, if they're doing bad things, we want to stop that. It sounds like, and we want to go.
Potentially, we can
Yeah, but maybe they're doing it for a good reason, right?
exactly. We can do the bookstore.
Bookstore, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to find a bookstore, it's on the map on your tours. You know, even though it looks like a really cheap, cartoonish map, the ones you sell at the Emerald Estate, it's actually got a lot of. It's actually very accurate. It has a lot of very helpful information in it. It's just wrapped in this over the top, ridiculous, cartoonishly illustrated coding. And there is a bookshop called Tavor's Tomes listed. It's at the center in Bridgesport on in the neighborhood called The Hill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So you get there, and you know it is a small wooden building. It's not very big, but it looks like it's very well maintained. Looks like this presumably Tavor, the proprietor, takes a really good care of it. The wood is, recently stained. It is well kept. Inside, it's got that very, not musty, because that implies it's not like clean or dusted, but just kind of got that, like, you smell the pages, you smell the books. There's like warm carpeting laid down.
3 questions.
Okay.
What kind of books do they have here? What books are at Nimwe's eye level, and what books are at Nimwe's eye level if she were standing on Ek?
I mean, when you walk in, you can see. I'm going to have you ask that first one again, maybe in character. You see an elf man with a beard and those little spectacles that are like half a circle, like the bottom half of a circle.
Little half moon crescent.
Hello, half moons down. He's like, oh my, hello, what a menagerie this is. He's got a huge book, and he kind of closes it, and how can I help you, friends?
Collection of animals.
It's an atlas. Wayward Shores Atlas. I work on it from time to time, adding details and things, interesting tidbits about all sorts of things.
Are you saying
What's that?
that this guy wants us to go collect data on all the creatures around this area and then tell him about it to complete his atlas? Is that what I'm hearing explicitly from you?
Maybe, out of character, maybe. He would be very interested in things like that. It's like, oh yes, hello. He's kind of leaning over this desk. It's kind of a high desk, looking down at you. You just see shelves of books. It says, how can I help you, Tavor?
What books do you have? What do you sell here?
What books? Do you want me to list all of them? I mean, so many. We have books. We have science books.
You have cool books.
We do have cool books. Oh, you say we have cool books in the sense of, I think they're very neat, and books about locations in the shores, like the bergs, like Frost Hall, the islands that are perpetually frozen.
You have books that are cold.
Yeah, like is the book itself cold?
That would be something, wouldn't it? Imagine books that took on the physical properties of their contents. That would be neat.
Steve is looking in the martial arts
it's all
section.
furry, and a book about fish that's all scaly. So we have non-fiction and fiction. We do, we have
what
science
does that
books,
mean?
helpful books. Like the words. What does non-fiction and fiction mean?
Why did you want to go to a bookstore if you don't know what books are?
Well, Nimue knows
all of them.
Nimue loves books. Just those 2 words. You want the definition of, my friend?
Fiction is just non-fiction told in a different way.
In a way.
That's beautiful.
That is. You might be breaking my brain here. My goodness. But yeah, well, fiction would be things that are not true. Stories of adventure and fantasy.
I want
we
adventure
have plenty
and
of those.
fantasy. Heroes.
Adventure
Do you have
and
heroes?
fantasy. We do have heroes.
Literal heroes.
We have literal heroes, like real. We have. I mean, yes, We have a lot of our fiction too. A lot of the fiction writing, it seems to, or it's fiction nonfiction status is sort of debated, right? Where it'll be like a legendary tale, and it will claim
I
it's
want
based on a
that
true
one.
story. Okay, well
Do they
I've
have
got a
pictures in
few.
them?
A few have some illustrations here and there. What type of what are you interested in? I can um what subject in particular?
All.
Just adventure, any adventure? What personal favorites of mine?
Drop
What
down list all.
all? Why don't we start with some of my personal favorites that I find interesting? Does that sound like I do this for a living? He goes and you see him go, he's pulling a book here, he's walking back, he's pulling a book off the shelf here, he's scanning the stacks. He comes back with three, and he sets them down. He goes, "This might be a good start." Okay. So, are you from the shores, my friend?
Probably not.
Okay. Do you know what Frost Hall is? I mentioned it outside of my referencing it a moment ago.
Nimue knows that Tempest is from the shores, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tempest and Steve, right?
Eck.
Eck. So Nimue would turn to them and be like, "What's that?"
Frost Hall, and I'll just remind you, I've sent
Remind me.
lists. I've sent so many. I sent you all
It's
so much
cold
stuff.
there.
I
It
know.
sucks.
I get it. Eck and Tempest would know that there is a small cluster of islands in the shores that is, it's kind of on the southwest of the most populated area that exists in, despite the fact that the climate is generally pretty warm throughout most of the shores, it is perpetual like blizzarding winter there.
Yeah, you don't want to go there. It's cold as hell.
It sucks. It's so fucking cold.
And it is known today, as far as the history of how it got that way, that is up for debate.
I know
But
it. There's a dragon living there, probably. I'm pretty
well,
sure.
you actually know there is a, that it does. The rumor is it's run by a sorcerer, but it actually does commerce with a lot of the others because it exports ice and makes a killing off ice in this warm climate. But the rumor is it's that way because of a sorcerer who was exiled from their homeland and kind of created a little mini. Like
people say
Napoleon
it's a
getting sent
sorcerer. That's
away.
bullshit. There's a dragon.
A dragon.
Yeah, I'm sure of it.
And so the first book he hands you, the title reads "The Frigid Empire: Legends of Frost Hall."
Are there heroes in this?
Oh yes, heroes, villains. This is a purported. I think it adds a little. I think they took a little creative license with it, but this tells supposed tales of the sorcerer who came and created the frozen islands and battles they fought and people who sought to dethrone them, and very
Flip
interesting.
through it. Are there any cool pictures?
Yes, there is a picture. There's pictures of like these monstrous like Yeti-like creatures. There is a picture of a ice dragon in one of them. There is a picture, like an illustration of this super arch, we'll call it super arch, like castle of blue stone, like with so many superfluous like buttresses and little spires sticking up from it. Like that's not necessary. Those aren't all functional towers or anything like that. It's just meant to look all spiky and things like that. Very over the top. Yes. So I think that one might be very interesting if you like magic battles.
What are the other books?
Mm-hmm. There is a book here called Alea, Queen of Beasts. And that one is...
That's about Tempest's ex, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
And Alea was a shape-shifting queen or warrior queen, it says, or legendary warrior queen who would assemble sort of armies of animal creatures, land creatures, sea creatures. And at one point, it's rumored thousands of years ago, had an empire that covered a large chunk of the shores, upwards of half of it.
Damn.
I want
That
this
tells
one.
us- Yep. And then the third one, so he kind of puts that one to the side. And then the third one is called Legends of the Fathoms War.
Ooh.
Again, these are tall tales and stories that all take place under the surface in the deep of the ocean. And they tell stories of a legendary time in history when supposedly the Wayama peoples were under constant threat and attack from creatures that come from the underdepths. The underdepths would be, you have the ocean
Mhm.
and the ocean floor, and then beneath the ocean floor, essentially.
Have you seen the Meg?
I have not, but I'm aware of it.
In the Meg, there's a deeper ocean underneath. I forget what. It didn't make a lot of sense to me, but it was like
Wait, but isn't
nitrogen
that
or
real
something.
now?
Is it?
There is like oceans within oceans or something like that. Or
No,
there's
they found a second under ocean. The under ocean is real.
Ah! But basically, there's like some sort of different water, but once you get past that different water, it's a new world. That's where the Meg is from.
There's like brine pools and stuff too, where it's like very clear,
Yeah.
regular water, fucking
Yeah,
weird
there's
water.
like there's like rivers underwater. It's fucked up. I have not seen the Meg.
Yeah, there's
2
like
yet.
yes.
I need to.
Like underwater waterfalls too. Look up underwater waterfall. That's crazy.
I don't
But
want it would just go up.
but so basically it's purported that the rumors are if you go all the way down to the ocean floor and you go deep, into it, there is like an entire cave system underneath that far deep.
Okay. Underwater caves. I know people who have left the stream screaming at the thought of that.
Underwater caves are so dangerous.
Like nightmare inducing. I don't know. Why would you ever go in there?
Yeah. I mean, Tempest and Ek know that there might be some truth because there are, just again, some lore dump here. There are 3 major Wayama cities. They're like the biggest, and 2 of them are actually kind of mobile. They move very slow, but they kind of purposely move. They're kind of
Sort of cramp.
steampunky around the ocean floor. Just kind of have that versatility to stay away because if there's underwater earthquake creatures. And there's one that's fixed called Azure Deep. And the rumor is Azure Deep is built on top of an entrance to the underdepths, and it basically is like there to keep it closed and make sure nobody goes down and nothing comes up.
Okay. That's
Yeah, because that's
fun.
where that elf city sank. I get it now. I know what the Wayama are.
I want these 2. Which, for the record, Nimue thinks that the one about the Wayama is historical. She thinks it's a history book.
Might as well be.
As well be.
I mean, depending on who you ask, some people say these are just flights of fancy. Some people claim these are all fact.
Your flight of fancy.
Oh my gosh, thank you. You are fascinating. What's your deal? What's your name? What do you get into? Yes, by the way, it's 5 gold per book, so it'll be 10 gold for the pair.
So expensive.
I mean, books are, it's not like
It's almost as much as armor. Jesus.
Nimue turns at whoever has the gold and just points at the books.
I am subtracting 10 gold.
what's more valuable than books, guys?
Apparently daggers.
Right? Like, what's more valuable than books?
So true. You would say that, you little freak.
Yeah, you would say that. Yeah. You could buy like 5 swords for 10 gold.
Yeah, swords are lousy. This
Yeah.
sort of world is lousy with
Yeah.
swords. Books are precious treasures.
Thunderstrike is a
Sure.
good sword, okay?
No, Cinderstrike rule. Yeah, of course, yeah. Cinderstrike rules, he said, the person who created it.
Okay, sick. You have the
Good
books.
job, me. Okay. So do you ignore Tabor's questions
No,
about
I'm
who
just
you
like,
are?
I'm Nimue, I'm a hero, I'm the champion of the people, I have a talking sword and a gopher.
He looks up to the other 3 of you like, is that true?
Yeah.
And he gets
Yeah.
a pen, dips it in ink. It's like, I tell you what. He
No.
slides the 10 gold back. He goes,
Oh, hell yeah.
If you are, well,
Nice.
hold on. I mean, he
Deal.
has his hand on it. He's like, I will, starting with this, and you can take the books. I will pay you for your time to tell me all about all of that. And
Okay.
you said a talking sword. I mean, that I'm gonna latch onto that talking sword. You have it with
And
you.
we survived a fucked up crash of our ship,
Yeah.
and we made it out. It was nuts.
These
Our
are all
ship is
true
made
things.
up
Do you
of
have you have
two
evidence of all
ships.
this? And these are
Evidence?
truths.
We've got
Check
a boat
this
that's
out.
2 half boats.
Yeah,
Yeah,
show
we
him the
can take it to
gopher.
the-
Tempest, many illusions, minor
Yeah,
illusions.
yeah,
or-
exactly.
Oh yeah, and then Way pulls out Gopher Grace.
Oh, a
Here's
violet
the
pocket gopher.
island.
That's
Isn't that
delightful.
fucked?
I've seen those. Yeah,
We
those exist.
found a vampire.
We did
Oh,
find a
really?
vampire.
Okay.
He looked like this. Isn't it? Yeah. You know, you might want to sweeten the pot a little bit because you're going to make a lot of money off of us making
Oh,
us
no. I
famous.
will. This is kind of a down payment. I will pay you for your time.
This is the best thing
I
I've
want to
ever
hear
heard.
all of this. I want to hear the whole thing from all of you. Let's start. Did you say a talking sword? Do you have it with you?
I feel like we need to get some refreshments if we're going to get into this.
Eck is looking at Steve, and Eck is doing that meme of the kid in the classroom who's like got veins bulging in his head. He's like getting really like his face is really like stressed, and not scream that I'm also a dragon. Per Steve's advice.
He says he's
like,
giving you 10 gold worth. He says, I will pay you. So this is, if I can get every hour that we can spend regaling, I will pay you 5 gold for your story that takes to hear about it. We do not, this can be kind of a,
Real time
later
baby,
on.
let's
We don't
go.
have to do it today. I'm kind of in the middle of some things, but
Real
whenever,
time.
or if you want to do it tonight, we can. We can go out. We can go get some drink. I mean, I've got some work to do.
Yeah,
Let
maybe
a few
meet us
hours.
later. That'd be, you
mean-
suggest the restaurant, you pay for it, of course, and we'll regale you with all of our heroics.
Y'all, like, we may need to go stop a series of kidnappings before we can do this, but like,
But
it
we need our
sounds dope.
armor, so like we have to wait regardless, right? So might as well. 2 birds, 1 stone.
I like to. There are quite a few. There's some establishments. There's less reputable ones like the Cuttlefish. Or I hear that I've also heard rumors that Hingling of the bait and tackle shop runs an illicit bar at the back of his shop. But I prefer.
Where would we be
it's-
able to go that other people would also hear our story and be like, "What?" And then
Taché's Grub and Suds, the largest tavern, most popular. Taché
then we'll
herself,
meet you
wonderful man.
there.
Taché Bull Roar, yes, she runs it. That's where I like to spend a lot of my evenings. I have kind of a regular booth. I like to go. It's kind of a.
Perfect.
I'm a studious person.
You
but
keep
I
that
like
10 gold, and then we'll deal
I like
with
the
it later.
hubbub, right? It's very
Oh, you
quiet
need
here
the
all
energy,
day.
of course.
Yeah. But again, you don't have the talking sword with you. I need to see that at some point. But I would love to see the talking sword and talk to it. I mean, what an experience.
You don't want to talk to it.
You don't.
I mean, I must.
That's a little extra, That's a special little guy.
Absolutely.
Remind Tim when we think our armor will be done.
It's like the end of the day.
The studded leather is like end of
Yeah.
business hours or whatever. So like dinner
When
time.
does Nimue
Um,
get her fancy updated shield?
That's tomorrow.
That won't be till tomorrow.
Okay.
So we might as well wait for that before we do
Gopher
any
Grace's armor is
risky
a couple
stuff, right?
is kind of the open-ended couple of days. Yeah.
Cool.
Eck is vibrating like a Nokia phone.
Yeah. We'll meet you at blah 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 time, and you keep the 10 gold, and I'm sure we'll square away for later.
Okay. Absolutely. And the books, I mean, down payment. I mean, this again, first 2 hours. I have this first 2 hours of our talk of your time.
I take the money.
Absolutely.
Okay, that too.
And you can take the 2 books that you wanted.
Wonderful.
Okay,
Okay.
bye.
Well, this has been what a surprise.
I know, right?
Yes.
This is fortuitous.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yep.
Oh, what are your names?
Ooh, you'll find out later, bud. I'm kidding. I'm Tempest.
You have like a Tempest. Love
Yeah,
it.
and,
You've got a.
Yeah,
You're from the
fist. I
south.
try to
You
fist
got a
pound him.
southern. You got a. He.
No, I don't
Does
know
it?
about that. I don't know about that.
You got a southern. You from? From
Florida.
Squall Haven region.
Maybe. Yeah. I was born there.
Ah.
Yeah.
What a colorful area.
Yeah, it's special, so you gotta like get used to it. And so I had to get away as fast as possible, you know.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful.
But
This
that
is great.
story is later.
Okay. Then to Ack, he's like, and you too. Excellent to make your acquaintance.
Eck.
Ack. Lovely.
Eccles for
Love it.
short.
Eccles for short. Ha ha. That's delightful.
I just look up at Tempest. I'm like, okay, I guess.
I give him a thumbs
Steve,
up and wink.
Steve pulls out one of his books and is like, I
Pamphlets.
noticed that you're well, I'm gonna call it a book right now. All right.
Does he call it a book to him?
Hell yeah.
I noticed that your martial arts selection is incomplete. And he actually hands like 3 of them. It's like,
Oh. Yes. He takes them with just like 2 fingers. Just kind of. Oh.
you make sure that
Is the book coming after these pamphlets?
It's like a try before you buy. Like you read the pamphlet and then you like come and like check it out in person. You know.
Okay. Neat. I'm just gonna put these over here for right
All
here.
right.
He puts them in a nice little stack.
Yeah, make sure you put it in like the store's pick selection or whatever. You know.
Mm-hmm. I see you went to the carnival today. Big fan, looks like. Oh,
I got gulp, baby.
you did. Good for you.
So
I don't think he's
uninterested
gonna-
in Steve.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna do it, brother.
Steve is picking up on the condescension. He's like, "All right."
We gotta
Thanks,
do that
bro,"
demo.
and just like walks out before everyone else leaves. Just like he's gone.
Really nice of the 3 of you to just look after it. Let that one tag along.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, he's gonna hate that.
Yeah.
That's mean.
Okay. Can I do anything else for you?
No, just see you later.
Okay, I'll be there after I close up shop this evening.
Before Nimue leaves after everyone else, and before she leaves, she's gonna lean in as close as she can at her height
Mhm.
over the counter and be like, put those brochures on the shelf, or you don't get to cease and or strike. And then she's gonna leave.
You never said the name to him before. What is?
Nope. She's just gonna leave.
I mean, that's the way you do it, right?
That's the way you do it.
Yeah. Got to throw in that little extra spice.
Steve
Okay.
would be touched if he saw that.
But too bad he left.
You go outside at this point. I'm gonna say it's mid to late afternoon. We're gonna say 3:30 in the afternoon.
That was
Probably
awesome.
won't be locking up till like 5-ish or something.
Dude, there's so much paper in there.
It's crazy. It smelled. It gave me a headache. The goals for my first couple days was to enthrall an audience with our tales, and it seems like we already did it. Nice job, Nimue.
You're not gonna have to go adventuring. You're gonna get a book deal.
Yeah.
Just
Whoops.
go on a
Easy peasy.
signing tour around the shores to cities.
They want to make our book into a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I insist on playing myself,
course.
obviously. but-
Okay.
I want
What
Jamal
will
Evans to
you-
play Eck.
Like to do?
What I want to do?
Cheeseburgers.
Do you want food?
It's 3:30. We're gonna
Yeah,
eat
we-
at like 7. So yeah, we need a snack, baby.
Yeah, we had breakfast and then we haven't eaten again.
I'm
Didn't we get
hungry.
so many snacks from the general store?
Did we not get anything from the fucking carnival?
Yeah, Steve,
No, you
Steve was
didn't.
like,
What's wrong with
I'm
We can
like
go back and
tempted
get
to
something, or
go-
I can give you places to go. Tell me what you're looking for.
I
said,
saw
so
there
there's-
was like a little booth with a ski taste at the carnival, and like I could go for another gulping if you know what I mean.
You're obsessed with the gulp. Like, look at yourself.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Look what
And
you
then-
become.
I mean, there's a few taverns. There are the docks have tons, plenty of like merchants selling, sort of like street
a noodle
seafood.
cart?
Yeah, but it's more like fish pies and
Oh,
things
I
like
want that. Give me.
Okay, we'll do that.
So if you go back to the docks, there's that. There's also taverns. Touche's, where that Tabor mentioned, is
We're not
sort of
going
this
there,
big,
Pat. We're going there
very
later.
large.
Yeah, we're going there
Okay.
later.
Yeah, we went
Are you
street
going, you're
food.
going back to the docks?
Yeah, we're just gonna get like a quick because we're not gonna like eat. We're just gonna get a little thing.
Yeah.
Ek has a huge metabolism. I'm so small.
We don't
Sometimes
even
with
have to go
super
back
fast.
onto the carnival ship. You know,
Nope.
you ever been to like the docks when there's stuff like in San Francisco? There's like the main attraction, and then there's just like a bunch of shit that's like trying to capitalize.
Yeah. That's a good
I love the
idea.
foot traffic.
That's a good idea.
There's
So
gotta
you're,
be like
you
a
are
taco truck or
intentionally
something.
going to go straight to the back to the docks and look for something to eat.
Yeah.
Okay. As you kind of approach, yeah, it's like bustling. The docks are always pretty busy. At Bridgesport, it's one big fucking port, and you definitely hear there's like some metal banging, and there's like a cart and a guy, a Wayama man, and he's banging. He's like, hey, get your fish cakes.
That's
Get
the
your
one
fish.
you-
Hey,
that's
you
the one
look
you
like
want.
some hungry rope way. Come get your fish cakes. Best fish cakes in all the shore.
That's the one you want.
Yeah.
That's what you want. Yeah.
ooh, and the logo it just says fish cakes, and then it's a fish with a big ass.
Yes.
It's not that.
Come on,
No,
hate
but
you.
no, but
Juicy booty fish.
Fucking
I will
hate
draw
you.
you that to put in your book, Pat.
Right.
and you come and he's just waving this way. He's kind of got like bad posture. He's kind of like perpetually like hunched over his cart, and he's like, "How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Hey, get best fish cakes. I got fish cakes. I got crab pies. I got the best food in all the shores. They call me Fish Cakes. My fish cakes are so my name's Galoy, but everyone knows me as Fish Cakes Galoy. Hey, best prices too. You see these prices?
don't
you see
care
these
what you're
prices for
saying.
these fish
Shut-
cases?
I don't
It's a-
care.
Yeah,
Stop.
I'm drowning myself with these
I
prices.
don't want this
here.
in place. This guy's. This is too much. This is too much for me.
He's trying too hard.
Yeah, I like everything about your whole deal, but like, show some restraint.
He wants it too bad.
Yeah.
All right,
And
you're
I
just
am
gonna
more
pay double.
curious now
You're
that
just
I'm
gonna pay
thinking
double
about
with
it.
someone else. All right, see you later.
Mm.
They don't know a great deal when they see it.
Okay, fine.
Hey,
Well, give me,
okay.
cake me up, baby.
All right. So he hands you on a little, like it's just in a napkin.
Napkin.
Yeah, it's like a
Probably not a
crab
napkin.
cake where it's like bread, like a little bit of breading with like a lot of random fish parts, just kind of mashed in, and it was fried.
Napkins don't exist, Pat. We
But
have
they do. Okay.
our books expensive, but napkins exist. Fuck your world.
it's a seaweed napkin. It's like a seaweed wrap. It's like it's like
probably a
edible
leaf.
seaweed a dried seaweed leaf. Fine.
There we go. I'm back
There
in.
we go.
I'm imagining like a
Thank you,
not
Tim,
at
for
all
holding me accountable.
homogeneous. This is just like like visibly like these are different fish parts. Like you can see
Yeah.
like part of its face or whatever. Like
Yeah.
meshed in.
I mean, it
Like
looks
the
like it's all
bones.
meat, but it's like there's some that's like pink like salmon, some that's white, some looks like it might be like a shellfish, like lobster meat.
It's good luck if you
Kinda
get
all
a bone.
mashed together, held together with bread and fried. It's got a little bit of like a pale orangish remoulade.
Ooh, I could probably eat
drizzled on
fish
it.
bones because
That'll be how many are we getting? How many?
Wait, can I tell that there's like crab and or lobster in
There's yeah, probably. I mean, maybe there's it's 5 silver each, or I'll give you 5 for 20. 5 silver each. I'm drowning myself with these prices here.
Because there's bugs in it. I don't want that.
There's no bugs. Hey, that's slander.
we'll take 5, I guess. I don't know.
All right, that'll be 20 silver for a deal again. Yeah,
Here, take 2
Best
gold.
prices, all of Bridgesport. You said fish cakes, Galois fish cakes.
Okay, here you
He
go.
gave you 2 gold.
You give him 2 gold? It's 20 silver.
Yeah. Tempest said what he said.
Isn't it 1 gold?
Did you say you gave him 2 gold?
Yeah, that's 20 silver.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah, you're right. It's 100 copper. Yeah.
It's
perfect.
weird. 100 copper is a silver, or 100 copper is a gold. So it's a base 10 system.
You give him gold coin, he smells them. He doesn't have a nose. Sorry. Wham, I don't have noses. He sticks them by his gills in his neck.
Ew.
And they inhale. He tastes them a little bit.
Is he just like, oh, okay. He inhaled, but he sniffed. I thought he was like inhaling.
He's sniffing
the
with his neck
coins.
gills because he doesn't actually have a Wham, I don't have noses. So
He
I forgot.
puts
thought
the
he was
coins
just like a-
into his gills.
That's not how
Yeah.
gills work.
It's like he's smelling them. He's smelling them just with his neck, and then he
It's
tastes
just
them
like a
little
Wyoming piggy bank.
lick.
Okay.
Hate
And then he
that.
quickly he
When
does
you
something with
shake
his pocket.
him,
He like
jingles.
Yeah.
he does something with his hands where he like rubs them together and like the coins like disappear. You don't know where they went.
Into his
That's
inventory.
cool.
There you go. There you go. All right. Nice doing business with you. Come back for seconds.
Wow. Okay, guys. We
How
have
do they taste?
we have 5. We got the sample platter. So everyone take some bites of each. We can discuss the taste. Let's go.
Are they all the same fish cake or are they 5 different fish cakes?
I mean, they're all the same menu item, but they don't look uniform. They're very handmade. They're very homemade. They're very
Are there any of them that look like there aren't lobster or crab bits?
yes,
in them?
yes. You find one that looks like it's mostly like bass, sea bass, or trout.
I
or
grabbed
salmon
that
or
one and I'm
something.
like reluctantly grabbing that one. I'm like,
Yeah, I want to take a bite of the big old crab.
Okay. The rich aioli remoulade, whatever you call it, is the friedness of it. You know, it's kind of greasy. It's not great.
I
Kind of
gagged.
need you all to.
at the-
I'm gonna need everyone to roll a Constitution save.
What?
I gagged.
It's a
at
low
the sight.
DC. DC of just like a DC of 8.
I gag at the sight of Tempest eating a bug.
God damn it. 2, natural 1.
Tempest, your tummy hurts. It makes your tummy gurgle.
Too spicy.
You're gonna have to find a
10.
privy at some point
17,
in the near
bro.
future.
This is-
21.
I got a 10.
Ugh.
All right,
Shout
Tempest,
outs
you're gonna have
to
to, at some point.
an
You got some tummy gurgling. Tummy
Okay.
bubbles.
I'm always thinking about a toilet, so it's good to me.
I like chomp mine and then swallow it. I don't even like chew it that much. That way I don't taste
Okay.
it.
This is like the kind of food that my grandma would have at her house. That's like definitely expired, right?
Yeah, like these cupcakes. that I got.
I mean, there's no telling when that fish was actually caught that he used in those cakes.
No, that's what those things are for. They're like croquettes.
Yeah.
You just throw it all in a potato, flour, an egg thing, and fry it.
Yeah, if we wanted to
Yep.
know what our fish was, we'd buy fish, not fish cake.
Yeah. Gross.
True.
I feel like there are bugs in mine.
Crabs and lobsters aren't bugs.
There are 100% bugs.
Lobsters are definitely bugs.
They're absolutely bugs.
You know, at least it did. You don't feel like eating anymore. We'll say
There you go. Hey, what's up?
because like maybe not for the reasons you were hoping.
Yeah.
For being comfortably full, but
Look
Okay.
at a lobster.
Mm.
That's a bug.
I don't know. It's delicious. Maybe bugs are delicious then.
Sure.
It's so good.
As long as if you like it, I love it.
so you're standing on the docks, and the hustle and bustle.
We're
What
sitting
kind
on a
of end of the
bench.
day?
Can we
Yeah.
people watch while we're sitting on the bench?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm
see
kicking
just
my little
a-
feet because I
a-
can't reach the ground.
Just an incredible, diverse crowd of folk of all kinds of
All right,
people.
Pat. Here's the deal. I'm gonna speed this up for you. I'm gonna roll for antics. I'm gonna see if there's like drama happening. Okay. I'm gonna percept. 17 on the fucking dice. +5
Let's go.
to see if I spot any like
You see
drama.
two
Like, is there a couple-
fishmongers who have their booths set up next to each other start getting into a fist fight because there was a buyer, a purchaser.
I stand
who
up on
is
the
looking-
bench and I like grab Tempest's shoulders. I'm like, look.
Oh my god, look at them.
You see, it's a human man.
I point at one of
And-
them, cast message, and say, "That one called you a bitch."
It's a human man and two halflings, man and a woman halfling, and they start fighting each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fun.
Look.
Punches and things being
I send a
thrown.
psychic message saying that one of them called them a bitch. I forget which one now. I just kind of did it.
The buyer, the person who looks like a dwarven man who is maybe buying, you don't know what for, just kind of slyly like takes a fish off of each of their carts and walks away.
That's good.
With-
That guy's a hero.
Okay.
Is it?
Yeah, and then it's it's kind of the color in the sky and the sun gets a little orangey, right? It's just starting to go down. It's approaching sort of the 5 o'clock hour. Vendors are closing up shop.
Mm.
Things are starting to calm down a little bit. People are either if they're sleeping, if they're hanging out on their boats that are docked, they're going aboard. And if they're going into the city, they're going into the city. People are, making their way, whether home or to wherever they're staying, the inns or the bars or taverns or restaurants, just trying to.
If there were any buskers at the carnival, Nimue is going to go over and throw in the sea glass that Hippucci gave them. Sensei
Okay.
Steve and Nimue.
Yeah, you can
Just
absolutely
throw that
during.
in.
I mean, while you were hanging on the bench, you can absolutely find a busker. Yeah, someone playing a flute, just dancing around, and they look. They don't know what to make of it, and so they just say thank you.
It's pretty.
Yeah. Neat.
And get back to flute and they'll figure it out later if it's actually worth anything. For all they know, you're from a kingdom of frogs, and that's your currency, and you just gave them $100 or something. They don't know.
Yeah.
They're just kind of like
Yes. A toad coin.
sort it out later.
Shout out to Super Mario RPG, everybody.
Yeah, I just started playing it on my Steam Deck.
That was like one of my
Hell
favorite
yeah, Tim.
games as a kid.
Oh yeah, I never played
Super
it.
Mario RPG.
The
Wasn't there,
remake
like,
on
there was
Switch
one
is really good.
Mini boss that was a fucking asshole. Is it the blue crocodile or something like that? That was really hard.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you a secret. I don't know if I'm accidentally over leveled, but none of the bosses have been hard.
I mean,
Or
is it
maybe
like
it's-
legit like the
but
OG one
depends.
from freaking 20 some?
They
years
have
ago,
the
whatever?
OG one on the
years ago.
Switch Online thing, and you can also buy like the remake,
Yeah.
which has like updated graphics and like
Mhm.
new battle mechanic things to kind of not to be less jank, but it's still pretty jank.
Mhm.
I could do crazy shit.
Once I got armor, it was better because I would just like take wild swings amounts of damage. Like most people do 2 damage. It's like this guy, I do 16 to you. Like what? Why?
Yeah, if you're good at blocking, then I just keep maximizing my like attack power or my magic power depending on who the character is.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, I just press A. I'm like, I take no
Easy.
damage, and then
Yeah.
and then what Tim's talking about happens, and it's like you took 58 damage. I'm like,
Yeah, like it shoots a
I should've
ring of
increased my
flame
speed, fuck.
that you can't block, or they put
Yeah.
a status effect on you, and like fucker. Anyways, good game.
Yeah.
It's very
It's a good
pretty
game.
too.
yes, I like it.
I like it.
So it's about 5 p.m.
Okay.
At this point.
This is the
You
best
can-
time of day. It's right before the freaks come out. This is usually back when I lived over on the mainland. This is about the time I woke up. This is like
So-
right before it starts to get like cool.
Yeah, you can find a place to get a drink. The studded leather's probably ready. If you want to go back to
Yeah,
Smitty's
we're getting a
real
drink
quick,
later,
get
Pat.
that.
We can't rush
Okay.
us.
just giving
I
you
would
your
like to
choices, your
go get a drink at the studded leather bar. Yeah, I say we get our armors. I like that
Yeah.
idea.
So, yep, Smitty's kind of closing up, but your studded leather is kind of on the counter there. You can take that.
This is mine.
She'll let you know, shield should be done by end of day tomorrow. And then
Is my scarf ready?
Kind of try and give you an update. That's right.
No,
Oh,
that thing
she
was gonna
wasn't
take
doing the
advantage.
scarf. She does have your little blades, Hone. You have to find a tailor to actually sew
Yeah,
them
'cause
into
you need the
other
your
part.
sleeves. But she
All
did
right.
hone to spec based on like the drawing like that you gave her the design. She did craft 2 little blades that could be sewn in.
Cool.
Okay, I have equipped my armor.
Let's go.
Go
14
for
AC.
Yay.
I was looking up how to get bards higher AC, and it was like, "Ooh, boy. Do you want to be a bard? Now, what if you wanted to be a fighter?
Right. Well, you'll get some magical secrets before you know it.
Mm-mm.
I think your best
Alright.
AC is what you've been doing is, I simply walk into this room and shut the door.
Yeah, yeah. It's weird for the classes that have armor, like that have like light armor proficiency, that don't have high dex, because it's like you can't like. Should I just take my clothes off and try to learn mage armor? Oh boy, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. What would you like to do now? You tell me what you want to do, and I don't expect you to remember everything. You just tell me what you want to do, and I'll tell you what options there are for that.
If we're going out, I'd like to get freshened up.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go get freshened up.
You go back to the Emerald Estate, and you see Tiller has already taken some pains to that little mini plot of land behind.
Hell yeah.
You don't know where he's at now. Maybe he went back to the boat or meet up with Doss and Tofa, but he is already kind of plot. It looks, you can see like stakes and things marking where maybe he's going to try and build a fence or something in the land.
This is beautiful.
Looks like someone's done some little bit of clearing out, and it's this little spot. Yeah, and you can get freshened up. Birdie's left for the day. You have keys to get in, but Birdie's left for the day. It's closed up. Not sure where she's at.
Yeah.
All right.
Do I have clean clothes? How long have we been here?
Today is the first actually day.
Whoa.
From the night. So you have,
big
I mean,
day.
yeah, there's plenty of clean clothes, plenty of merch clothes.
That's true.
From the shop you could wear.
Yeah.
The Emerald
Print
Estate.
our own t-shirts.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, you can create your own.
Hey man, Steve, you don't have to buy all that Gulper stuff. You can just make your own bootleg Gulper merch.
It doesn't feel right. You gotta support the creators, you know?
That's true. That's fair. That's fair. Okay.
Yeah, even when they kidnap people.
Allegedly, we don't know that yet.
We don't know that Gulpy's a part of that.
Gulpy didn't make the shirts either. He doesn't have thumbs.
Listen,
This
if
is true. The
my
Gulper does not have
coin-
thumbs.
If my coin for the shirt helps Gulpy get some more
Mm.
food for his little tummy, like that's all I need to know.
We
Okay.
should free Gulpy, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Ask him to join our party.
Yeah. Pat, how close to the water is this place that we live?
You're in the North Pier section, and it is the first. So there's this like huge. There's these 2 like huge docks that go off kind of somewhere northward,
Mhm.
right? They're similar to Eastgate, where you were where that's where Boat 2 is docked. I don't know if you want to move it, but Boat 2, and that's where the Carnival is in Eastgate. You're North Pier, and there's these 2 long stretches of docks, and then they're connected, and it's almost like the whole area is like ringed by one giant dock, almost like
Yeah.
a boardwalk type thing, right?
Yeah.
And Emerald Estate is actually on one of the first. It's like the first plot of land connected to North Pier, the actual docks themselves. So you're basically was built or to be like a tour, people that anyone that comes in through North Pier,
I see what you're saying.
they go kind of right by it.
Just like, what if we just put our own kind of dock there, right? That way we can skip the lines, you know what I'm saying? Is that even possible, or is that suit? I mean, we're probably gonna have to start
of, like,
doing
the border dock that could be is like claimed.
Yeah.
That's,
Well, I'm saying like if
that is like the number one thing is it's a port, right? Is the
Yeah.
port, so it's all
yeah.
the richest people are the people that control the docks and the shipwright, the Wood King shipwright family.
That
like
makes
sort of
sense.
the richest peoples in Bridgeport.
For now.
For now. Yes.
They don't have an Alvin's
Till the
Island.
rise of the Emerald Estate.
Yeah.
I was like, we're gonna rebuild it out of actual fucking emeralds one day, man.
Yeah, I
I'll show
guess
you.
clean up a little bit from the day. Make sure my studded leather looks good with what clothes have survived. Maybe grab some of the merch downstairs and kind of pizzazz it up a little bit. Like, we got to get some more clothes. This is not going to work.
Okay.
What do you mean? What's wrong with our clothes?
Well, I have a
Yeah.
certain expectation.
It's just occurred to me that we're probably all wearing our shipwreck clothes
Yeah.
still.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right. Well, I'll
it's up
take
to you.
the.
I'm gonna say you can. Yeah, for now. Oh no, actually, no, you didn't. You didn't do it today. If you want to
And
go
the
find a
shops are
tailor or clothing
closed.
store,
Yeah.
the shops are closed. So your
Yeah.
choice tonight are your dirty ass clothes or merch clothes, Emerald Estate or Steve has his Gulper outfits.
Yeah, Steve bought all of the Gulper merch. All right.
Nice.
Okay. I like that.
I like that there's still tags on it. Like,
You look great.
Yeah. I took good care of my clothes. My mom gave me the shirt. Looks
And
all
you
right.
know what? It's a really good shirt. It shows off your scales.
Yes.
It's very flattering to the face. It's got like a cut that like it's a good look.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
and Steve's gonna hype everyone up and use his inspiring leader
Hell
to
yeah.
tell everyone they look fly.
Thank you so
Uh,
much.
Then you get 7 temp HP.
Yay.
Nice.
Love that shit. Plus, having a little bit of our shipwrecked muck still on us, I think would be go farther in the story, in my opinion.
Yes.
All right. Do you guys want to go back to the to the carnival?
No. we got to go get dinner and regale.
Yeah, we're getting dinner and regale. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta talk to that guy, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But
We're gonna get money because I'm gonna tell him I'm a dragon.
Yeah. We're gonna orate to this entire fucking bar, and they're gonna be eating off our fingers. This guy's going to pay for our meal, our drinks. Everyone's going to be super interested. Then we'll throw in a little bit extra cool stuff about the shop and, things that we do. And then starting tomorrow, we won't be able to go anywhere in this town without people stopping us.
Yes.
All right. Steve doesn't believe in this plan.
How dare you?
What was the bookshop guy's name even? I forget.
Tavor. I know. I'm throwing lots
Tavor.
at you.
All right.
Tavor.
Yeah, we're definitely deep in the Pat. You hold this information,
Always, yeah.
please.
Feel free. I'm not gonna. If something your character would know, I don't expect you to know everything your character would know. That's my job. You can just message me or ask me live. It's fine. I got you.
Yeah, we have an item chest you can put all the NPCs' names into.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Which, if someone wants to do that while we're live, they're welcome to it. I've got a lot. But yeah. So the location that Tabor said he was, if that's who you're going to do, he said he was going to be at Tashay's Grub and Suds.
Hell yeah. Baby.
Nice. Oh yeah.
Steve just found a kid. Like,
Steve found a kid.
Magic.
You
regular
gotta get
George
out of here,
Santos
bro.
over here.
I think. I think you gotta go hang out with mom, dude.
Did that random
Oh,
baby?
yeah?
Didn't he? They're like, is that your baby or something? He goes, not yet.
Yeah.
It's like the worst response. Ever.
Yeah, king shit.
Not yet.
I'm annoyed at how drag that man is. Is your baby not yet?
Annoyed. He's
Yeah.
did you see all the cameos?
I did, and I'm like, it's what I saw. One
I haven't,
cameo.
thank God.
I saw one cameo on TikTok, and the top comment was like, "How is this Nick like a Nick Kroll skit?" And then I saw the same cameo hard stitched to Nick Kroll doing the voice, being like, so yeah, Botox keeps me young, blah blah blah, like just doing the thing. And I was like, I'm so glad that he saw this and was like, no, I'm doing it actually. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna
boy.
I'm
If it-
absorbing this man.
Yeah,
into
if it turns out that it's always been Nick Kroll, I'd laugh.
This whole time, George Santos is just a Nick Kroll character.
yeah,
It fits.
it fit. They have the same voice. It's very
He's like,
funny.
I just wanted to see how long I could stay in Congress before they finally did something about it. But okay, so Tashay's is also kind of at the hub on the hill. It's a big building. And it's this big lodge-looking building. There's this huge sign with two like minotaur horns built onto the edge because Tashay herself, who runs, is a minotaur. And it's got like a picture of like a flagon hanging off one of the horns, like it's all carved out of wood, painted. There's
I have horns.
music, and you hear what's that? Oh,
I have horns.
Bro.
Nick has horns. And
Bro.
point to the horns.
Nah, we get it, bro. We get it. It's okay. It's okay. And I pat you on the horns.
the interior is well lit. There's a big fireplace. It's crowded. It's huge. Like it's a very, very large, like pub style to it. There's
I'm
lots
loving
of
it.
servers carrying trays of roasted chickens and stews and breads and flagons of beer and mead and ales around. There is, you find Tavor sipping on a little, it's like one of those small glasses of like sherry or like brandy in the back, and a little corner booth, nibbling on some food. And he lights up. He's reading a book. He lights up when he sees you, and he waves you over.
I do a fake. Oh, I don't see him.
Nobody does a genuine.
Because Nimue and I are on the floor, like
So many legs.
So
there.
many of these.
yeah.
He instead of yelling or anything, the server, he taps them on, and it's a young half elf teenager or late teens, which was, and
Also a
kind of
baby.
points at you, and then starts making his way through the crowd to come grab you and bring you over. And like, Mr. Tavor says you're supposed to join him at his table over there.
Oh yes, we're expected. Lead the way.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, so he takes you over there. Hello, please sit, order whatever.
Grab
Let's have
his
something. Are you hungry? Let's
grab
get
his
food.
hand when he's gesturing, pull him up, and kiss him on the cheek, and like, oh, thank you
Oh.
so much for having us.
Okay, that's
I want to sit
thank you.
with my back to the wall, facing the entire pub.
okay.
Steve, recognizing the invitation to order something on this guy's dime and remembering the the shitty attitude from earlier, he's gonna order the fillet and like just really fucking take this guy for a ride.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
no, we're totally gonna order the most expensive things on
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Can I get the premium cheese on top and then
And
a side
I
of
think-
premium cheese?
If you want like steak or beef is very expensive in the shores.
Can we get
Seafood
the what sides
There's
do you
no
want,
cows
Steve?
on this island.
Fillet. Do you want the fillet with the side of fillet?
fillet.
Also with the premium cheese, yes.
I want the turf and turf.
The turf and turf, yes, thank you. But it comes with a
It's
salad
actually-
as well. Would you like? I would like a fillet.
Actually, I feel like it's actually they have they have pork, chicken, seafood,
pork chicken.
pork and chicken seafood.
It's
Yeah.
it's a fantasy game. It's pork chicken.
Yeah.
Pork-
Uh,
With spider cow meat, if you would like that.
I believe we would like a
Some-
quick round of appetizers and drinks. What do you have in the brandy selection?
Oh, you see, I mean, there's a whole on like printed out menu.
There's a
for them,
printed
too. Like,
menu?
I
Wow,
printed
there's-
their menus for them. They hired me. I did that.
Wow,
There's
but no
paper
bills.
everywhere
Filigree in the
here.
corner, that gold filigree. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Pat, can you share the menu PDF with us?
Yeah, please, King.
No, I don't. What do you want? It is a very well stocked bar and
Whatever it
restaurant.
is, Steve is ordering the most expensive food item
Okay.
and like a bottle of something that's from the menu that doesn't
Yeah.
have it doesn't even list the price.
Yeah.
Market price.
Despite the fact that there is a menu, I want to order something. I glance at it, but I just want to be like, I want this.
I use this as Giles, do something nice for us. Just do something nice. As Giles, the server, goes back, you see. I just want to make a point. I would like everyone to roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
I got another critical fail. I'm not going to use this dice anymore. Thank you.
16.
The same thing.
I'm too
But it's
busy.
perception.
I'm too
mine
busy
was
acting like I
one.
don't care.
Oh.
16.
Which is what rich people do. This is
Natural 20.
a natural 16.
So perceptive.
What did you get, Steve?
Also 16.
Okay. So Steve, Nimue, and Ek, you noticed when it's kind of like the door swings open, you get a glimpse kind of back in the kitchen, and you see this Minotaur woman clad in very fine clothing. Very, like, she's done well for herself. And presumably maybe Tashay, the proprietor, and she's in the back in the kitchen, but she's crouched down trying to console an upset Minotaur boy who you recognize as
The
you ran into
racist?
earlier that day.
Racist.
Bimini.
Nice.
What did the boy do that we hate him for?
He literally just said, "You're a frog."
That's a frog
to Nimue.
at
That's a
Nimue.
frog. Yeah. all he
Racistly. Like
said.
frog parentheses derogatory.
Mm.
They just
Pejorative.
ran up
Yeah,
and was like,
yeah.
frog.
Yeah.
Basically.
It's kind of like when like a child looks at me and points and goes black. And then I like punt the kid across the parking lot.
No,
That's what I
It's
think. That's what it
exactly
feels
like
like.
that. It's
I
exactly
don't-
like that.
don't feel like
It-
that's the same. But
It doesn't
okay.
seem different at all, Pat.
Yeah, it
Those
kind
are
of
different- not
seems
to
the
me.
same.
Not to me. Not when it happens to you, Pat, then we'll see what
Pat's
happens.
just real good at DMing racism, you know?
Oh my god.
He does a lot of research. I have heard he does a lot of research.
He does a lot of research, he does, yeah.
A lot of research.
Why you do this to me?
Are you sweating? Are you turning red? What's going on?
I don't understand.
Tabor seems to notice this too. And he's like, "Oh, I wonder what happened with little Bimini. Usually not here either. He should be with his father. Oh well. But and then she actually comes out. She comes out to say hi to Tabor, and he says to all of you, or she says to all of you, hello, welcome to our my establishment. Tabor, you brought new guests, new blood, it looks like, for the city. Pleasure to meet all of you.
Is there bread on the
Is
table?
the city going to eat us?
Is what can he is
City?
Steve's just like,
She blue
yeah,
screens.
hello.
I heard bread. I'll get you some. Yeah.
Oh, I
Uh,
asked if
I
there was bread
will-
on the table, but
I will get you. I will get you some. I'll get you some bread. Yes. And Tabor says, "Tashay, did you what's wrong with little Bimini?" She's like, "Oh, his father. He took him to the carnival earlier, and he kind of disappeared. I think he's maybe probably lost in the dice again.
Been there.
I love that man, but he can be a real son of a bitch."
damn. Bitch
Um,
made.
Have you
But
heard of
yeah,
anyone
he'd
else
take him to
going
the carnival,
missing
and he said
at the
he went into
carnival?
the carnival with what's that?
Have you heard of anyone else going missing at the carnival?
Hello, I'm Tishay. Welcome to my establishment. No, I haven't. Is that a thing?
Mm.
Oh, that's why we're asking you.
I mean, I feel like
don't.
out of character, is anyone gonna care if we like just tell them what the fucking bird told us? Like,
Well, here's the problem. Are they
A
going to look at
little
us and be
birdie
like,
told
bird
me."
told me? Yeah, they're going to look at us like, oh, a bird told you. Cool. Roll size.
I mean,
you're
If
a
I
fucking
was-
minotaur. Of course, a bird told us. Why would they question that?
That's what I
Basically-
say. But then, they're like, but you're so small. Why
Yeah.
would you be a dragon?
I mean, what? I mean, if a human told us, or like a humanoid person said that to us, I would still say a little birdie told me. You know what I'm saying? So it works for
Yeah.
me.
So yeah. That, Tim's right.
Little
Wait,
birdie
what do
told
you-
me that
so-
there's been some missing folk.
Okay. So missing folk, and who is this little birdie?
I'm not telling you.
Okay, well,
Got to keep
my
the
guest-
informant
your guest in my
secrets,
establishment.
as they say.
I don't know where my husband Barnabas is, and my son is upset. And they went to the carnival, and he said
Oh,
he
that's
hasn't seen
your
him since
son.
the carnival.
My bad.
Yes, that is my son. Yes. It is. So, I would. I'm kind of in the middle. I mean, a little. Can you help me out here? I don't know where my husband is. My son is upset, and you just said people have gone missing from the carnival.
No,
But like
That's
we
not what
don't
we
have
said.
like information about your husband. It was more like,
We
oh,
asked
we
you.
heard that earlier, and that people were missing, and now your husband's missing, and that's kind of like that's the connection that we're making right now.
Yeah,
in this
we don't know
moment.
shit about your husband.
Yeah, we don't know about your husband, but like it's been said, like maybe that's not the first time it's happened.
But maybe it was some rivals trying to stir up drama. You know how that can be.
Yes.
Regardless,
So
I
you didn't see my husband.
Maybe.
Minotaur man. I'm gonna give you a description. Minotaur man, and his left horn, the top half of it is sort of he lost it in a fight years ago. Back in our both we were adventurers together, and then we retired. But the top half of his left horn is actually made of silver. So he's very noticeable. Barnabas.
Have we seen that guy?
Cool.
I don't think so.
No, that
Like,
doesn't
while
really
we
ring a
were-
bell. I mean,
Okay.
all you did, at the carnival, you weren't there. You didn't do much. You literally walked around. I told you it was there. You did Gulper, you did the guess, and then you left.
And then we left
So-
because
even
the
if we
bird
saw him, the gulper was such a big deal to us. That's probably like all we're focused on.
yeah, that's all we think about
That's
is the
true.
golfer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Who can...
Especially if he was just like sitting at a table, like spending money. Like,
Yeah.
I absolutely would
Yeah.
not have seen that.
So I have so much, and she's getting people tugging on her like
Yeah,
employees. and things
yeah.
like
You don't
that.
need to talk to us anymore. That's fine.
Yeah,
I do.
I just want the bread.
I want to circle back with.
Yeah,
I would love.
Yeah,
please
put a
don't
pin
leave
in it.
until we have a chance to speak again.
We'll be here for
God.
hours. Bread. What your favorite appetizers? As because we're gonna be, speaking up a storm with our friend here, Tavor.
Oh, so there's people that are missing. Carnival, you say?
It's not really about us.
I don't know if people are missing. We were just told that is a thing that's happening. We don't know anything.
Are you going to investigate?
Probably, yeah. I mean, investigate. Go check out the Gulper again.
Are you
You know,
heroes?
Yeah.
Have I found myself suddenly have I found myself a collection of heroes?
Oh,
I
you have.
literally told you when we first met that I am the people's champion.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah,
You already
Steve
forgot.
says, heroes of some renown, and he hands a pamphlet.
yes,
The same one.
That's
No,
fine.
I have these. Yes,
Steve
you
wasn't
gave me
there in-
3 of them.
No. Oh wait, I'm sorry,
Surprisingly,
I
I haven't
thought we
sold
were
them
giving it to
yet.
No, none of us were there.
them-
None of us saw that. Nimue did it after you
Yeah.
left, and specifically after
So-
Ek and I also left.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, I have had no takers. I still have all 3.
That's on you. And after we got done regaling you with our specialties, you know what I'm saying? Then, wow.
He dips a pen. Yes. And bread. Some bread's brought to the table. they
And
start
our
bringing some and things.
drinks. Jesus Christ.
I've grabbed at least 3 bread already.
Do you
And I'm
know
just
how big
chomping.
a flagon of ale is? It's a quart. It's 2 pints.
I want brandy and a flagon of ale now. Thank you.
And he waves. They bring your drink orders. It- he obviously we don't. have to-
Yeah,
it's up
do
to
you want me to
You
just
don't
like
have to-
roll
yeah.
a performance check or something?
Sure. I mean, his preference, and he'll tell you. He's going to tell you. I know how you said how you're going to. He would prefer you. He just wants to hear it for himself so he can write it down. I don't know how he feels about. He's like, I don't. You're being very loud. It's kind of. We can just kind of huddle up, and I want to hear the story.
It's kind of how we work, though.
All right.
We're in a restaurant, though. We can't whisper. I can
roll
barely see
for
over the
whoever
table.
sounds like they did the most in the story. Steve rolled a 2.
Hell yeah.
Are we rolling to see who's the biggest part?
I got a 17.
I also got a
Ooh.
17. What are we? Are we adding something?
I just feel like this is actually accurate to what happened. As long as Nimue rolls a 20.
I got an 18.
There you go.
Oh,
So are you,
man, that is
Tempest,
really accurate.
Are you taking lead on this? Are you?
Yeah.
Are you trying to catch attention, not just tell him, but like get
Oh,
other eyes?
I'm being flamboyant. This is how I sort of see Tempest.
Tempest is standing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get.
I'm like sitting
Yeah,
on the
you-
back
you
of
get-
the booth.
You're not gonna get the whole place. It's a.
Yeah.
Think of like one of the biggest like bars or pubs you've been. You know, it's big, but you're getting little table, nearby tables. There's people at the end of the bar near you. Paying attention. Tempest, I do obviously. Tim, don't have to go over everything, but I do want to hear a little bit of how Tempest describes the interactions with the experience with William.
Which one's William? That's
you
the
could-
vampire.
William St. Cloud.
So I've been telling the story, obviously cutting to each of you to throw in your specific parts and so forth and so on, and downing ales and brandy, and it's yum yum yum, so good. Throwing in some extra little bits of magical pizzazz, occasionally making eye contact with hot people looking at us, and I say, "It's all true, you know," or "I would have saved you," or something like that. Casting message, because I just learned message when we leveled up. And minor illusion, like I said before. But then the most wild thing happened. We went to Pig Island, I believe it's called, and we found this man who was shipwrecked there. Us being the heroes that we are, of course, rescued him forthwith. Later that night, one of our companions got a little sick. Turns out this William character, over 200 years young, and a vampire.
I hope that nobody understands the 200 years young thing.
What the fuck?
Tavor's running.
Really?
A vampire.
A
No.
vampire. He was
was that
stranded
like?
on that island. I guess he was marooned of somehow.
Where is he now?
I don't know.
Good question.
Good question. We
But you
were
said-
trying to make
Did
friends
he
with him.
disappear?
No. Please. Well, thank you for the questions. I do appreciate it. It shows you're paying attention. You're excited. But on top of that, we eventually were attacked. You see, we're the previous Mimethus we were talking about previously, dragging the tentacles, and that brought forth some little creatures that wanted to eat it. And then these, were they reavers?
The pirates are the Reavers. Mhm.
Oh yeah, those guys suck.
Riptide Reavers.
Yeah, Riptide Reavers. So they attacked us. In mid-attack, I, of course, cast a huge hurricane. It was very cool. He ran away. He stole one of their submersibles, and he scooted.
Yeah.
As you say that, you hear a very familiar voice. Go. I feel like ran away is a bit harsh, darling.
Is it him?
And you see kind of break away. You see William is suddenly like kind of standing next to the table, looking great.
Yo,
Like,
let's go.
His hair has been cut it perfect in style. It's pulled back in a little pony, and he's in like immaculate clothing. Skin looks great and clean. He's holding a glass of wine? Question mark. Red wine, and he goes, "Hello, friends. It's so great to see you. You made it."
Yeah, we made it. Why did you leave? That was boring.
Holds
Oh,
his hand
never
out.
mind. I don't know why you left. And I look at Steve.
Tabor, hi, William from the story. He's like,
Don't
no.
touch him. He's gonna suck you.
Oh, he's
And
harmless.
Tabor is just like, no. Can I see? He goes, see what, darling? He's like, you know what? And he just goes like,
We're gonna have
flashes the,
sex.
like, he's
That's sick.
incredible.
See,
He's right.
no
This
one
is
cares, Steve.
This is
Right.
some community theater ass like, oh, we just told a story, and then surprise, the vampire was sitting next to us the whole time. Like, no,
Tabor,
everyone cares. You should be scared of the vampire, Tabor.
but
I'm
more
I
importantly,
am absolutely. If we weren't in a crowded room, I would be terrified. Do you have plans to bite me and suck my blood?
That is
Who
not
invited you
chill. You
here?
can't just do that.
And William is like, do you want me to?
Ooh. Tavor, it's
no,
important
no,
to
no,
know
no.
that any stories you get from William, we will require a finder's fee of some sort. I think that's fair.
Tempest is just swooned right now.
You see William just kind of go like this, flick his hand, and a chair just like slides over.
And
he sits down.
And
he's like, "So, this is a perfect time for me to show up because I would like to hear what happened after this part."
Well, how about you tell your version of the events? And again, Tavor, that counts as ours.
Oh, you found me. I charmed you because I'm so delightful company.
Mm-hmm.
We
The
sailed
charm
together
tempest,
for
yeah.
a bit. I
Mhm.
helped a bit. I saw things weren't looking good. I saw an opportunity and I took it. And
I mean, we
tell you,
won.
that submersible vessel made a pretty penny in trade. I've got a nice little nest egg to continue on my travels. But I'm so glad you survived the ordeal. That is delightful. Wonderful. Are you planning on remaining? Where are you staying?
If I told you that your invitation to this table was revoked, would you fly away?
I would
Let's not be rude.
If for no other reason than it would vex you.
You cannot
Steven.
be this racist, Steve.
You know what? Maybe I am. Fuck this vampire. Though.
You know what?
And Tabor's just like scribbling like mad. You just hear
After you
someone
left,
like,
Steve is racist against me.
Steve, who is racist, by the way.
Yeah, the racist Steve.
After you
And Tabor's like,
left
should we
us,
be- should we be afraid? I mean, he's a vampire, right?
He's
Like,
nice.
no, he's fine.
He's horrible.
Yeah.
He's
He ate a
Eating
person.
people.
He was only horrible
Then-
to Steve because Steve is blatantly racist. The rest of us were chill.
and
I fell
the
asleep on him.
lady he almost killed, and then who died horribly afterwards.
Who?
He also lied to my face.
Moira.
He did lie.
no.
He did lie to them.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
I had nothing to do with Moira's death. That was the Sawjaw.
No one even knows who that
Bro.
is.
If
Who's
she was in
Moira?
better health, maybe she would have not died. That's on you.
Huh.
And if my grandmother had wheels, she'd be a bike. I mean,
No.
what is this?
Very good.
No.
Tempest
What are
laughs,
we
so
talking
Ek
about
laughs, but Ek is
hypotheticals
very
for?
confused. Like, what do you mean wheels? What?
Nimue is also very confused.
Well, after you left us, which again that hurt. It did hurt. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Swanky Dave came up and cleared off some of the final people, and but we made some friends along the way. You know.
Yeah, now we're here.
Winky Dave. That sounds like an interesting fellow. I'm not.
You don't know about Swanky Dave?
No,
Yeah,
remember
apparently he's a
Island
huge
200
deal.
years.
Sorry, I thought
Remember?
you were Tavor for a second, but no. Now clearly that's a
sorry.
different
They are
accent.
a
That's
little-
on
I
me.
gotta- let me.
That's on me. That's on me. Yeah.
Tabor's can't talk right now. He's too busy setting the
Yeah.
parchment ablaze.
Yeah.
Furiously
William,
writing.
yes.
It's like that. The scenes in Death Note when he's writing in Death Note.
Yeah, just
But when you do that, Tabor Poo's like, you. Oh, I'm trying. He's let me a little lower. We'll go. You met Swanky Dave.
Yeah, I would.
No. And he just
Yeah, he's
starts
okay.
scribbling like fucking crazy.
He was a
Lived to
gentleman.
tell the tale.
Oh, he was a gentleman. Yeah.
yeah, he was nice. Everybody's been nice to us,
William's more up
despite
here,
Steve.
with maybe a little bit more posh accent.
Steve is our Deadeye. Oh my god,
Oh my god. There must always be a Deadeye.
how the tables have turned.
Oh wow. Not so funny now, is it, Brett?
Now it's not so funny because now I'm the mittens.
Yeah, you're the wait. Hey,
I just don't understand what's wrong with you guys. You're all insane.
Nimue has no part in this. Just
and he's just
on the record.
William is just like, Stephen, darling. Let me. I mean, I do my best to be selective. I will tell you.
Who's Steve?
I have bitten and drank of an entire person since I've been here. They were a right shit, I tell you. Very bad person. Not nice.
That make it taste better.
Criminal. They hurt other people. They were very.
See, he's
very
doing
bad.
good things like we do.
Yes.
All I hear is you killed someone.
Welcome
so
to
did we.
Bridgeport. Never been before.
Yeah, we killed a guy. We killed so many guys.
Yeah, those
We
were
almost ate
And
the
William
Reavers.
literally just hollers out, raise your hand if you've killed someone. And you're just like, it's like everyone's just like,
Hey!
yeah.
No.
Steve, you
And
killed
at
someone.
least
We killed that
in
guy
my-
who jumped us.
In my
I didn't
case,
kill anybody.
it's to survive. I need it's so it's like, if anything, I'm the most justified in what I do.
I feel like the only person who's killed more people than you is Nimue, but like,
Yeah.
I don't eat them though.
true.
We
And
almost
I
did.
don't.
The frog is the most lethal of the group. This is interesting.
We almost did. We could have. It would have been seafood. We could just fried it.
Mm.
True facts though. The frog is the most lethal. Like,
Yes.
Oh yeah. Look at the gloves.
Fascinating. Did you bring the sword? William's like, oh no, not the sword. I'm gonna go over here and talk. Nice seeing you all. Great that you're not dead. What a delightful surprise this has been. And I was leaving tomorrow too for anchor landing. Amazing.
All right, get
Okay.
fucked,
Are you
bro.
safe there?
Hey,
Oh,
Well,
I
like,
plan on it. There's a dashing.
William, take one of these pamphlets.
Yeah.
We're over at the Emerald Estates or whatever.
Don't invite him.
You can come. You're free whenever you want. You can come in. Our home at Mikasa
Oh.
Sukasa. It's you know what? It's pretty. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
You cannot go in Steve's room. There you go.
It looks.
We'll
Nice.
barricade him in the room
Yeah.
so you don't have to
It
deal with
looks
Steve.
nice. Yes. Looks,
We
looks
we
lovely.
created a confusing LLC where legally Steve's room is a separate domicile.
Yeah.
So you can't go in there. Take that.
We roll our eyes laughing.
No. He
He's so
gently
crazy.
puts it like inside breast pocket of his coat, of his very finely tailored coat that he's come into possession of.
Was there a bit some sort of rescuers appreciation, perhaps, William? You know, we're not going to go to Anchorsport for a while, but you know,
Just
Plus-
take him on a
I
date.
did remove one of the assailant. The assailants.
but we removed several more and helped you get that sub.
Take him on a date. Just
Seems
go on a date
only
with him.
Thank you.
fair that we
He's
would
just
get a
like-
little bit from that.
Boops Tempest on those. And thank you.
Well, thank you.
Tempest melts.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, shucks.
He almost like glides away. It's like
Oh, he didn't give us any money. Well, so and I put my arm around Steve. Sometimes the money is the contacts you make along the way.
No, it's not. And also, I cannot fucking believe you.
What?
And inviting the fucking vampire. I'm done with you for this evening, bro. That's too fucking much.
He's a nice guy, right?
He's not like, what the fuck?
Okay, I will concede that he is technically not nice because he did lie to Nimue.
That's fair.
And I don't remember there being an apology.
he
He didn't
did.
even tell us.
And
any
the only lie was that
stories.
he was there for 200 days. It was years, not days.
That's a lie is a lie.
What's a day?
A lie is a lie. Did he actually apologize?
I
Pat?
don't recall
Nimue-
him telling us any stories.
Okay, so Nimue does not think there was an apology that was had. So then
Mhm.
I would venture to say that was the not nice thing. He does lean into bad boy territory, which may help Tempest a little bit. Tempest might be an element. But yes, I can concede that he is not nice. However, as the other mythical creature in the group, I don't think that the vampire is bad. Off rip. Are dragons bad? Off rip?
Historically? Sometimes.
Okay. But sometimes vampires are good, sometimes vampires are bad. You know what else? So are humans.
What's the good vamp? I've never heard of a good vampire.
There's so many.
That's-
They made a card game that's full of good vampires.
We don't know what the Gulper did in his previous before coming to the carnival. You know,
He's a living light show.
he's beautiful. I agree. I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
sure.
you never know.
You never know.
The Gulper is harmless. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, maybe
People defend
appealing to
Snake
the
could have been a nice
Gulper was a bad call. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, but the snake could have been a nice guy.
We
but we had to
all
kill
love
it.
the gulper.
We do all love the gulper.
Is amazing.
I was just trying to use an example that you know.
Is that good? I should go. I have been meaning to go check out the.
Oh,
carnival
it's
before.
amazing.
It's good. The
Yeah, it's
gulper's
cool, I
good.
guess, but there might be stealing people. So like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, you did mention that something
Oh,
about
did
that. But what's that about? That sounds scary.
We don't know.
Secretly, I'm terrified that the gulper is where they're going when they disappear. But
Yeah.
It probably is. I can go ask. Well, yeah. Are we going later today? Because it'd be tomorrow. I could ask.
It's like it's evening. It's 6-7 p.m. at this point.
Yeah. If we go tomorrow, I can ask the gulper.
Typically, nighttime and after 10 beers is when I do my best sort of investigating, but we can have that conversation later.
Yeah. I mean, I'm down to investigate tonight. I just can't talk to the gulper.
I mean, we could if we sneak in there, but
Yeah.
out of character.
We can sneak in there. I'm fine with it. Whatever. Yeah. Right now we're eating. I've had
Yeah,
so
your
much
food's been
bread.
brought.
Is it good?
Refills in the drinks. It's delicious.
Yay!
It's all so good.
Fantasy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It is the polar opposite of the fish cakes you got from Fish Cakes.
This is I want to
Oh,
order.
good.
Yeah, I want to order fish cakes to kind of compare.
we don't make a fish cake.
Well, come on. I mean, Tavor.
You know, maybe like a gourmet fish cake.
Tavor, tell him.
Could you? You just hear in the back like, "What the fuck? You know how fucking busy we are." I got so
Ordering
many
off
fucking
book at an
orders."
expensive.
It's like there's this
busy
moonborn
place.
orc man with a big butcher's knife back there, just like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
That's how you know he's excited. Passion. Passion.
Oh, dude, Nimue, you want to see a cool trick, Nimue?
Oh,
I take one of the sugar packets that's on the table, and I take the roll, one of the bread rolls, and I cut it in half. And I put a butter
Make a
and a sugar
sandwich?
packet all over it. And then I just expel flames on it. And I'm going to say, eat it.
I eat it. What's it taste like?
It tastes like bread
Butter
with
and
sugar,
sugar
and
and
butter on
bread.
it. And you're going to be like, wow, nothing happens. Like, yeah, because I can't burn it. It just looks cool.
Oh, that's right, because it doesn't.
Yeah, I was like, can you choose to do burn? But no.
It's only healing. Yeah.
If your steak is cooked too far, I might be able to reverse that.
It
You're
turns
gonna
into
heal a
flour.
I can uncook the steak maybe a little bit.
Yeah,
wanna
you heal the burning damage to the dough.
try? From the steak, yeah.
It just turns raw.
Yeah,
You taste that raw flour.
that's what that means. Come on.
Oh, yeah. The meal's delightful. It's very good.
What happens if
Yeah.
Steve casts mending? Can we have a Jesus situation? We rip up loaves and fishes and he mends them something? I don't know.
Can you do that?
I mean, you can just like technically yes, but like, what are you accomplishing? It doesn't make new death.
Feeding the
You just-
hungry, you
you just rip a dough
non-empathetic
and-
ass.
It's mending. It's not materializing. Like you rip a piece of bread in half, and then I mend it, and it's the same amount of bread.
That's not how daylight saving times works. You rip a little pot. You rip the end of the bread off and bend it to the other side. More bread.
Brett is like, I got too little much sleep. And
That's how
these
daylight
Topo
saving
Chicos-
like
Just
I'm
rip a little
having
bread
a
from one side and
stroke.
tap it to the end. Boom, more bread. That's
No.
what white people said when they invented fucking daylight savings time. If we just
Hold
cut an
on.
hour over here and put it here, we have more daylight. You don't.
This is an aneurysm. Is what's happening right now. I'm gonna pass out.
we
No.
are Brett's sleep paralysis demons.
We are. We really are.
I'm just seeing if there's some way to cheat the system and like cut out like half an inch of bread, eat that bread, and then mend the bread together. But I think what would happen is you just mend it together like you said, right? Like you cut out the middle of a bagel.
All right, hold on. No, you're on to something here. If you tear the bread in half, you can full on just like get in there and like lick out all the inside, and then we'll fuse the crust together, and it'll just be a crusty loaf.
I
Dude,
your
you
heavy
can make-
character.
Legit, like whenever I get
We could fill the crusty loaf with mayo.
yeah.
Oh!
I was gonna say like whenever I get a donut with like a Boston cream donut or a Bridgesport donut, and the cream squirts out the hole because they have to stab it, you could solve that.
Yeah, you could heal the hole.
Yeah.
You know, technically, I can do that with all.
All non-natural holes.
Yes.
The idea of
Tabor-
torturing someone like
By mending
their mouth shut.
Oh god.
Yeah, just like
Legally,
Yeah,
it's a
no.
tear if you think about it.
Truly.
Tabor's like, this will be such a wonderful book. I think I might have a potential title. It's working title.
I like the idea that we get so into our bullshit we kind of forget he's there as we're like,
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like breathing fire, casually.
He's writing like
platinum
title
flames.
options. So you want us
Nimue
to
is
like
feeding Gopher Grace.
Yeah.
What's the
I'm
title? bro?
uncooking Tempest
he
food
writes
at the bit.
surviving to thriving, the unbelievable tale of the unbelievable origin of Boat 2.
mm.
That's a long
Unbelievable.
name.
That's how that books were in the past, you know.
That is
Yeah,
how
if
they
you
were.
go see like in the 1700s what book titles were, they were like 13 words long.
Because they're usually just
average.
like talking shit to each other. Like,
Yeah.
Yes. It's like a treatise on French wars that's way better than the other treatise on French wars written by that piece of shit Pierre.
Yeah. And Pierre being like, nuh-uh, you ugly bitch. This is the
Yes.
actual treatise revised because
Yeah.
I have the scoop. Fuck you, Morty.
100%. There were some petty bitches back in the original days of publishing. So what would you like to do? You have anything else you want to do this evening? I mean,
How much
you
money
know,
did he give
Taylor's
us?
happy to just well, he paid for 2 hours of your time
Mhm.
and he's paying for in the meal, and we'll say
the meal's not included. Thank you.
no, we'll say you're there for 4 hours.
Let's
It's a nice
go.
long show. So another 10 gold to slide you. Tashay will come out. It starts to slow down a little bit, and she's like, yeah. You adventuring types
Obviously.
I went to school for it.
still have. There's no. I've sent, folk around to his usual haunts. My husband Barnabas is. He's still not been sane. So
Okay.
I would be grateful and in your debt. I'm sure I could work something out if you could. If you ever find any word of his location.
I grabbed Tempest's arm. Treasure. We can get treasure.
Gladly.
You're very all full, and you got a
Drunk.
little like mild
Yeah.
buzz. Yeah.
Mild buzz. How many flagons of ale did we drink?
I mean,
I'm
you had
not
lots of
buzzed.
food
I
to
breathe
soak it
fire.
up,
I burn
yeah.
all the alcohol out.
I'm also not buzzed because I'm poison resistant. Immune to poison.
I'm so sorry.
That's true. Nimue can just pound booze.
Yeah, we'll look for your husband. He's a carnival man, yeah?
No, he co-owns the thing with her, but he went to the carnival with their son.
Yeah, no, yeah. So like that's what like I'm a carnival guy. Like I love the carnival.
An enthusiast.
Yeah.
Did she imply that he was a gambler?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chronic gambler. So you might be just stuck in the vices, baby.
All right, yeah, we'll go drag him away from the tables, and
Yeah.
Take
One-armed
his
bandit. Yeah.
But she had said she sent runners, and the other places he might be hanging out wasn't seen. They hadn't seen him.
Okay. And you'll give us treasure. I like this. I'll do it.
I mean, if something's wrong, and you discover there's my husband is in danger, and you save him, yes, I think we'll work something out.
Good.
that sounds pretty cool. Yeah, that's like what we do on a regular basis. So we'll do it.
This just does, baby.
Okay. That is what they do. Tayfar had just like dotting like a period in the book.
Are you like our hype man now?
You see, he's done like sketches of you and William looks amazing in the sketches, and all of you look great. Except for maybe
I walk out from under the table, and I'm like, "Are we going now or?"
Why does Steve look bad?
Okay.
Yeah, because you
Oh,
were
yeah,
also
Steve's
the racist.
Steve
the
sees the
racist.
drawing. He's like, "The fuck is this?"
You are being racist, so he
Why
probably
is
just,
my face like that?
well,
We can
Why is
try
one
again
eye
before
lower than
final-
the other
We'll try
one?
again. Well, you don't like it. We'll try again.
well.
We'll try again.
Clearly, that's not how a face works.
That's what
nobody
your
tell
face.
him.
That's what your face looks like. Yeah.
No,
It's like- he
hold
was
up a mirror.
he like rushed it because then on the same page to make room to start William's sketch and do William's sketch.
Oh,
It takes up
God
more
damn.
space.
Yeah, he was like, "I'll draw you," and then like racist started happening. He was like,
You cut off my photo, my picture to draw that fuck, bro.
yeah."
Well, he did make a great
so beautiful.
exit. Right. Right. He commanded our attention so perfectly.
Okay.
I think he's got a spell on y'all.
Good. I choose to
Not me,
fail
I'm a
my
dragon.
saving throw. Yes.
Yeah, I'm a dragon. That doesn't work on me.
Your face when we invited him into the house anytime is very funny.
So, are you leaving now? Or are you gonna go? So you know that it is the carnival stays open a little bit past nightfall. They do some stuff with they light torches and things. They do some evening shenanigans, but it usually shuts down around 9ish. It is past that at this point.
Yeah. Do we want to break in tonight and look, or do we want to go in as customers in the morning? After drinking
gonna
so
say a
much, I'm
little,
leaning breaking in because it sounds more
Five
adventurous.
Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, if we're doing it tonight, does everyone have their kit?
Mhm.
I know I have all of my stuff. Nimue, do you have?
It's fine. Yeah.
I have all of my.
I got
kit.
Wait,
my
did you
tools.
show Tamor Cinderstrike? No, you
Nope.
never.
He never asked.
He didn't. He got caught up
Because
in
William
William.
showed up. Yeah.
Yeah. He
He,
did,
like,
and then
totally-
got interrupted.
Yeah, he totally did ask. but-
Yeah.
No, what happened was he was like just glued to William. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Nimue's waving Cinderstrike around.
Right.
And then put him
So what are we doing?
Yeah, kids, what do you
Nimue
want
was
to do?
cutting her food with Cinderstrike.
You're right.
Just grabbing butter
well-
and then rubbing it wrong. It's like, yummy. Do you guys want to go tonight or tomorrow? I'm
I
leaning
can break
tonight
it.
because that's
Late night
more,
action.
yeah, little beanie.
I love B&E.
We don't even have to be in E yet, right? It's not closed yet.
I think he said it is.
No, it is. It just is like
Oh,
yeah.
it just
yeah, it's
closed.
just closing, yeah.
Okay.
Because we're
It
like
closes
past
around
9-ish.
It's gonna be a little past 9.
It's probably like 11:30.
But is it like the Disneyland thing where they're like, oh, it's time to close, but we're
Mhm.
actually open for 2 more hours?
Right. Like when you leave
I-
the restaurant and like everyone's gone and you can do whatever the fuck you want.
maybe on certain nights, but tonight's not a night with magic hours. But
Okay. All right.
That happens at Disney? What the fuck? What is
What?
Disney makes no sense to me.
They announce the park is going to close in 20 minutes, and then it takes 2 hours to get everyone out. And so it's not closed until 2 hours.
Yeah.
later.
I mean, it's not that big. It's big enough to hold a little carnival, but
you can
it's
still
like
go
the
get
size
in
of,
line
like-
for
it's
a
like as
ride
long
after
as,
it
like-
closes.
Wow.
It's like I can
would
see
not-
over there.
All
Okay.
right, let's go in.
That's
So we're
right.
sneaky.
Should we say that for next week?
yeah. Next week, you will attempt to
as-
sneak into the closed carnival.
As we're going in, Nimue turns to Steve suddenly and is just like, "Hey, what happens tomorrow? It's 2 days."
Oh, yeah, tomorrow's day 3.
Is tomorrow day 3?
Here's the thing.
I think
Today was the
tomorrow's day
first
2.
full day. You woke up in the morning. Yeah.
If we're not around on day 3, I don't know. what
Okay, we got the
happens.
letter this morning, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
3 days. So tomorrow
Today, day 1. Tomorrow will be day 2.
we shouldn't be
it's okay.
arguing the entire time about the logistics. All right, but is one day tomorrow or is today one day? We don't know when the letter was delivered.
Yeah, that's.
Oh,
I'm
that's
so
Today was the
confused.
day the leather was there this morning.
We're gonna have to be on edge for so long.
I don't want to edge that long. I look up at the moon. Is it the moon? Is that what's happening?
Moon looks beautiful.
Hold the note of the moon. Like that doesn't help. We should
How do I
just.
have so many languages?
I speak common and giant for some reason.
I have celestial, common, draconic, dwarvish, infernal, and orc.
That is
I
what
have
the fuck.
How is that possible at level 4?
How did you just keep clicking? It's like, okay, here you go.
Yeah, I'm a ranger, and I just like click the buttons.
It's fine. Ex-parents, I'm sure, would be really important to make him learned.
Well, I did go to adventuring school. They did both pick up
Mm.
jobs to put me through adventuring
That's so
school.
nice.
Okay. Next time on Wayward Shores, the crew will try to infiltrate the carnival.
Yay.
Carnival.
You know, those things that are notorious for their security.
I can't wait. It's gonna be 5 minutes.
We're at we're at to fight the Gulper.
I don't want to do that.
Me either, Brett.
Me either.
Like, more than anything, do I not want to do that? But
All right, I gotta go get a sandwich, bro.
Yeah. Does anybody have anything they want to plug?
Your father's. I want to plug that you should love us on every internet thing that we ever do.
Yeah, follow all of us on socials.
yeah, interact with the TikToks that Pat is posting.
Engage literally with everything.
Mm-hmm.
Make it part of save to your collection.
Mhm.
Like it,
Mm-hmm.
reskeet it,
Mm-hmm.
retweet it,
Mm-hmm.
repost it,
Comment.
thumbs up it.
We are all
5-star rating and review.
4 out of 5 of us are marginalized, so
That's true.
support marginalized creators.
Yeah. Pat technically went to that
follow me-
bisexual tree, so he's also
Follow me on Venmo at Bread Eagles.
Pat's a Disney adult, the most marginalized group in America.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, Pat found that bisexual tree, so now there are no straight people on the show. So
There we go.
All right.
Anybody have anything else?
I guess we should tell people to go to the waywardshores.com and give us their
Yeah.
emails for when someday we'll have an adventure for sale.
yes,
And
you will.
I'll say if you're here live with us, or if you are listening to this, in December, because I'm trying to catch up on all the podcast versions, get them out ASAP. This very channel, we're gonna do a little holiday thing coming up, because I got hired by Eldritch Foundry, this custom minis company, and they had a bunch of mini designs they wanted to promote, and they asked, can you write a short one shot? They hired me that uses these as characters. I'm like, bet, got it. And so I did that, and then a bunch of channels and streams are running it. I was like, do you want to run it?
Only
And
one
would you
is.
like to do it. I was like, of course, Geekly. I want to run it on Geekly.
Yeah,
And
only one that matters.
so the crew of Greetings Adventurers, and we're looking at I'm going to confirm that hopefully today, next Friday the 15th.
Yeah, or something around next week towards the
Yeah.
end.
I'm going to run it a little.
Once up one
how-
flex, thank you so much.
How we
Yeah.
saved the Grateful Gathering.
Yeah, once up on
Thank
flex.
you for the sub.
Look at Pat's arms. Brett, your arms are looking good too, actually.
Are
I don't know if
they?
it's picking
Hold
up.
on.
I don't know if it's because
One
you're
sub,
picking up
two
the kid.
flex. I got a little bit.
Yeah.
Not as much. That's not as cut as Pat's.
No, but that happens when you're like picking up the kids. I noticed.
Having
Once
a
you have to
toddler
pick
is
up a
one of
kid
the
up and
best
down.
bicep workouts.
It really is,
Just having a toddler.
yeah.
My
Especially
sister
traveling
had
with one.
2 twins, and she would just when I would hold them for just a little bit, I'm like, fuck. Meanwhile, she just
Yeah.
walks around with them
Like
constantly
all day.
Yeah.
All day.
Mhm. Yeah.
There was, I don't remember if it was like just some story that my great granddad told or what, but there was somebody who would pick their son up every single day, from the time he was born up until he was 30, would literally just pick him up over his head every single day. And as a son was 30, he would just walk up and pick his kid up over his head. And I was like, what?
Well, thank you all so much for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
And till next. See you next time, mateys.
Bye.